Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. So today's video is actually a really exciting one because today's video is actually in collaboration with Stylevana, which in case you haven't heard of Stylevana, it's basically a really lovely website where you can shop a load of different brands and they are all Korean brands, I believe. So it's all kind of like Korean skincare and makeup. But yeah, today I'm going to be doing a kind of full face of makeup using their products because they have sent me like almost a full face. There are going to be some products I'm going to have to use of my own where I don't have, like for example, I don't have a concealer, powder and brow stuff, but other than that pretty much everything is going to be from them. So yeah, let's just get started. Right, so with any makeup look that I would ever do, I'd obviously start off with skincare. So I'm going to first go in with a toner. I actually never usually use toner, but I feel like I should start because obviously they are really good for balancing out the pH level of your skin, giving your skin more hydration, and kind of just depending on the toner they will have like added skincare benefits obviously. So the one that I'm using is actually from the brand Centella, and this is the unscented toner. I actually did put this on my skin last night and it felt really nice. So this is what the bottle looks like. It's in this really beautiful kind of heavy duty plastic with the black lid. It's actually, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like thicker than a normal water. It's kind of almost like in between a jelly and a water, which I really like the texture of this. I'm just going to pour a bit on the back of my hand. With toners, traditionally people would put them on with cotton pads, but just to save the planet you can just put them on with your hands, and actually it's probably better. Oh, excuse you, I'm filming. Yeah, it's probably actually better anyway because then the product gets kind of more saturated into the skin. Okay, so that's all nice and sunk in. It feels really nice on my skin. It's definitely giving me a little bit more hydration. It does feel a tiny bit tacky, but I feel like underneath makeup that might actually be quite a good thing. It literally doesn't smell of anything either. Like when this says it's unscented, it's not lying. Like this has no scent, which I know a lot of people don't like scent in their products. Yeah, this is completely unscented. Next I'm going to go in with moisturiser, and this is literally, is this not the cutest pot of moisturiser you've ever seen? It literally looks like a little pot of purple honey. I love it. This is from the brand FRUDIA. I'm probably not saying that correctly. Please correct me if I am wrong. But this is the blueberry hydrating cream, and I believe this is like a little kind of mini or a sample size. It's 10 grams, but this smells divine. I used this last night and it literally smells like a blueberry muffin. Okay, so I'm just popping a little bit of that on my skin. This is almost like a kind of jelly moisturiser. Yeah, it kind of almost feels a little bit more like jelly-like on the skin as opposed to a normal cream moisturiser, but actually I really like that because it will sit really nicely underneath makeup. Obviously with the skincare bits I'm probably going to have to let you guys know because with skincare it's a little bit harder to see like the benefits kind of straight away or if they're really working long term, but so far so good. Again, it feels a tiny bit tacky but not sticky or like too much on my skin. It just feels like a really nice kind of lightweight moisturizer. Okay, so now onto the makeup part. So I'm actually gonna zoom you in. So for foundation I have this one here which is called the Moonshot Micro Settingfit Cushion EX SPF 50+ foundation. I got this in the shade 101 Ivory. Obviously it's quite hard to tell like your foundation color online, so I'm hoping this matches. If it doesn't, then I will just try and make it work. This is what the packaging, oh my gosh, look at that packaging. That is so cool. It's got like a rainbow lid, and then this is what it looks like inside. So you get a little puff and then you open it up, and then what do you do? I've actually like never really used a cushion foundation before, so this is a first for me. Okay, so you peel it back and then the foundation is in there. That colour looks okay, like that could definitely work. I'm assuming that you're supposed to use the puff with this, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to press the puff into the foundation, and then I'm just going to... Why is that colour literally perfect for me? That is honestly like spot on. Like I don't think I've ever ordered a foundation online and it's matched me that well. Oh my gosh, the actual coverage of this as well. Like this is giving me so much more coverage than I was expecting. I was really expecting this to be quite a lightweight, like it doesn't really do much kind of vibe, which actually I quite like sometimes. Like the Glossier Skin Tint is one of my favourites at the moment, and that kind of almost does like barely anything. But this is actually giving me quite a decent coverage. And I'm also not mad at the way the puff is applying it either. It's actually doing quite a good job to press it into my skin. Okay, I was definitely not expecting to like this as much as I do, but let's see how it kind of looks with the rest of my makeup on. This is like my first time trying like Korean makeup before. I've tried Korean skincare and Korean inspired like devices like the FRUDIA ones and everything like that, but I've never actually tried Korean makeup, so I'm actually really excited. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like on my skin. As you can see, it's super glowy and dewy. Obviously it hasn't sort of had a minute yet, so it might dry down to a little bit more of a kind of semi-matte finish. I'm not too sure what the finish of this foundation is supposed to be, but so far I actually really like it. It's definitely more full coverage than what I've been going for recently, but it's given me such a flawless canvas, and actually I am so impressed. Like, out of all of the products that I knew I was going to be trying today, that was the one that I was kind of expecting to sort of like the least, if that makes sense. But actually I feel like this is really nice. I think I'm going to go on to my eyes now, and then I'm going to come back to the face just at the end. I actually have two really cute palettes to choose from to use for today's video. So these are by the brand CHICA by CHICO, and these are called the One Shot Eye Palettes. I have the shades Wine Burgundy, which this looks so nice for autumn. Like, this is really giving me kind of autumnal vibes. And then I also have the shade Chili Brick as well, which you can't really see because there's a sticker over it. Let me take the packaging off and show you a little bit better. These look so nice. I haven't obviously swatched these or anything yet, but I am really excited to because the shades look right up my street. So this one here is the shade Chili Brick. It's got some beautiful shimmers in there, and I really like this matte as well. That looks insane. Let's just swatch a shimmer and a matte. So those are what the swatches look like. Oh wow, okay, they've actually swatched really well. Like, they look really pigmented. Okay, and then this one is the shade Wine Burgundy. This one looks like it could be a little bit more of a kind of natural vibe palette. I actually have recently done a lot of looks using kind of burgundy shades, so for this video I think I'm actually going to go with Wine Burgundy and kind of use this really nice pale gold. Okay, so first of all I'm going to dip into this shade here. This is like a really nice kind of warmish pale brown. This is going to be like my perfect transition shade, and I always like to start off with a transition shade. I'm just going to kind of put this in like the crease and the outer corner of my eye. I haven't used an eye primer or anything like that, which would probably make the eyeshadows like even more pigmented and perform even better. But if I'm being completely honest, on an everyday basis I really just don't use eye primer. I just find that it's an extra step that I just can't ever be bothered to do. So I'm just going to see how they perform, how I would usually use them, which is on kind of just an eye that's got maybe a little bit of concealer or foundation that's travelled up from doing my skin. The pigment is amazing and they're blending out so well. I only like to dip in kind of like a little bit, and then you can always build up, which is kind of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to like build it up a little bit more now. Okay, so this is what we're working with so far with the brown. It's actually such a nice kind of transition shade for me. It's probably a tiny bit darker actually than what I thought it would be. Like, looking at it in the pan, it comes out slightly darker on the eyes, but I actually really like it, and I feel like it's going to make a perfect base for kind of like a little bit more of a smoky eye. Now with a slightly smaller brush, I'm just going to go into the burgundy shade. This is actually quite dark, so I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and a slightly lighter hand to start off with, and then we can always build up. Okay, so right off the bat, it's not the most pigmented burgundy I've ever used, but it's actually quite nice that it's not, because it gives you enough time to kind of really build it up and you don't end up with like a splodgy mess of red eyeshadow on your eye. I'm just kind of building this up and blending it into the outer corner. I think I want to keep it a little bit more paler in the inner corner, like use that gold in the inner corner and keep all of the dark shades on the outside. I'm really liking doing my eyes like that at the moment, kind of just like old school smoky eye with a bit of shimmer vibes. I just really like the way that that looks recently. And then just going in with that first brush, I'm just going to kind of blend the edges of that. Now what I'm going to do is actually go in with this gold shade here. I'm really excited to use it, so I'm going to use it on my finger. Oh, look at that. That is so nice. I am going to use it on my finger just because I feel like these shades definitely apply better with your finger. Even though some of them will apply with a brush, I just feel like they always look better with your finger. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of swipe this. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is insane. That is so pretty. I didn't expect it to be that sparkly. Like, in the pan, it just kind of looks like a basic gold shimmer, but on my eyelid, it really looks like, almost like, I'd even go as far to say it almost looks like the Charlotte Tilbury pop shade. Like, it has that really nice finely milled glitter kind of effect to it, which I am obsessed with. Okay, that shimmer is honestly insane. I thought I'd just zoom you in. so you can see it better. That is insane. Okay, well I think it's safe to say I am obsessed with this palette. Really wasn't expecting to like these products as much, like honestly. I know I've only used 2 products so far, but so far I am very, very impressed. Okay, so Stylevana did actually gift me as well the Jewel-Poten glitter eyeliner. This is by McQueen New York, and this is in the shade 03 Midnight Gold. I honestly don't feel like we need any more glitter. Like that eyeshadow shade, that gold one, really just did like everything and more that I would want for a kind of inner corner colour. But I feel like for the sake of this video, we have to try this out because this looks insane. So this is basically, as you can see, a really beautiful kind of pale gold glitter eyeliner. It's got a very kind of small little applicator, and what I'm going to do is just basically put this over the top to make it even more glittery. This reminds me already of the Urban Decay glitter eyeliners that I love, and I don't actually have one in this really nice kind of pale gold shade. Look at that glitter. I do need to blend it though, so I'm just going to kind of tap my finger over. Right, so once again, I've just zoomed you guys in so you can see that glitter eyeliner a little bit more up close. It's honestly such a beautiful kind of gold shimmer. I did go a little bit higher up with it than I probably would have liked to. That's just my own fault with my fat, clumsy fingers, but I do think it looks fine, and once we get like the lashes on and everything like that, it will be just fine. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a black liquid liner. This is from the brand MACQUEEN. And this is the waterproof pen eyeliner. This is really giving me MAC packaging vibes, is it not? Oh, sorry, this is from the brand McQueen. Don't know if you can see, but the tip of this eyeliner looks so good. Like it really does look like a really nice fine pointed tip. So I'm just going to do a wing with this. Oh, that is so black as well. Okay, so I am officially obsessed with this eyeliner. That was so easy to use and it's so black. The nib is the perfect nib for me. It's kind of like brush head. It's not like a felt pen. It's kind of like brush tips, but like a really fine point, which is my favorite kind of eyeliner nib. But I'm going to let you guys know because these can sometimes dry out very, very quickly. I am going to store it upside down so that all the ink kind of falls down to the bottom, but I'll keep you guys updated of how long this actually lasts. But in terms of the application and ease of application and how black it is, I am honestly obsessed. I am so impressed so far. I know this is a sponsored video, so some of you might be thinking that like I'm saying this just because it's a sponsored video. That's not the case at all. Stylevana actually said to me that they want my full honest opinion. Even though it's a sponsored video, I'm literally allowed to say what I want about the product. So I'm not even just saying this. All the products so far have been amazing, including this. I think this is definitely one of my favorites so far. I'm actually just gonna quickly hop off camera, put on some bronzer and some brows because I don't actually have a bronzer or any brow products in this kind of little Stylevana haul, and then I'm gonna come back to finish off the eyes. Okay, so I just did a light kind of fluffy brow, and then I did a little bit of bronzer and a tiny little bit of highlighter off camera. I'm looking a little bit more lifelike now. I realised I was looking really, really pale in the previous clips, but now I have a little bit of bronzer on, so it's all good. I'm now going to go in with some mascara. This is like the skinniest little tube of mascara I think I've ever seen. This is from the brand MISSHA. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, MISSHA. And this is the 4D mascara. So yeah, I'm going to give this a go. Obviously, I haven't ever used this before. I haven't even seen what the wand looks like yet. It's got a really nice kind of skinny wand, which obviously I expected because the tube is very skinny. And it doesn't look like a plastic wand, it's like a normal bristle wand. So I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. And if it doesn't give me sort of too much volume and length, then I will put on a kind of little outer corner lash, but I'm hoping that I won't have to and this mascara will do it all for me. Mascaras for me are kind of like quite hard to sort of say if I like them straight away. I kind of need to be using mascara for a good few weeks actually to sort of really see if I like it. So I'm just applying quite a generous amount of this to my lashes, like I'm really building it up. So far it's given me quite a lot of length but not so much of volume. Like I definitely would prefer more volume. It's kind of one of those mascaras where it's giving me a lot of definition and really separating my lashes, but it's not kind of giving me any clump or any kind of major volume, which is fine. Sometimes as well, as I said, mascaras, you know, you need to use them for a little while to realise if you sort of really like them or not. Right, so I'm going to zoom you guys in. Obviously this is the eye with the mascara, and this is the eye without. It's quite hard to see because obviously I've got quite a lot of eye makeup on, but as you can see, it has really given me a lot of kind of definition, separation, and a lot of length as well. Okay, so next up for blush, we have this cute, adorable little blush here. This is from the brand Lovely Cookie, and this is in the shade Fig Toast. It comes in this really, oh, what was that? It comes in this really super cute kind of like, it reminds me of like a cloud. I don't really know why. Anyways, it's kind of like a circular container, and then when you open it, it's got the cutest little puff. Like, how cute is this puff? I mean, I don't think I'll use it, but it's just cute, isn't it? It's just got a little bow on it. Anyways, this is what the blusher looks like. So yeah, it's like a really nice kind of peachy corally tone. I actually really like blusher colours like this for me because obviously I am quite fair, so this is like the perfect kind of shade for me. So I'm actually just going to take this on a brush because I've never ever used blush on a puff, and I don't think I really want to start now. So let's try and not apply too much blush like I literally do in every single video ever. I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks. Sorry if I keep looking here, by the way, it's just purely because it just helps me gauge like if I'm in focus or not. Okay, that's actually a really nice colour. It's like a really nice kind of light corally pink colour. I do think with this eye look, we probably could have done with a slightly more burgundy, like reddy toned blush to really pull this look together. But nonetheless, it is still a really nice blush shade, especially for myself as I am super fair. Okay, and then last but not least, we have a lipstick. This is from the brand CORINGCO, and this is in the shade MO2, and it does have a shade name, but it's in like Japanese, I don't know. It's in this super cute kind of like pinky peachy packaging. It's kind of like a plasticky feel, and it's got like a really nice like magnetic lid. I don't know what it is about these lids, but it just really satisfies me. I love magnets. The colour of this is actually really nice. It's kind of like a reddy pinky orangey. I'm just gonna hop this on. Oh wow, it's actually quite pigmented. I don't think it would be that pigmented. Okay, I don't think I want this as pigmented as that. Ugh. Okay, yeah, really blend this in. Okay, in terms of the lipstick, it's actually a really nice colour, but for me personally, with this eye look, I wouldn't wear this lip colour, if that makes sense. So just a little trick if you want to kind of like change slightly the colour of your lipstick and you don't have enough lipstick or whatever, just take a tiny bit of concealer. So I'm going to take this one, which I used under my eyes, and then I'm just going to take the tiniest little bit on the back of my hand and then just kind of press that right in the centre just to lighten it slightly because I feel like it's too bold to wear with this eye makeup. Okay, so this is the finished makeup look, guys, using all of the products from Stylevana's website. But yeah, I'm actually so obsessed with how this makeup look has come out and all the products that I used. I feel like here and there, like for example the lipstick, like I said, I wouldn't pair it with this eye makeup, so I would definitely have to kind of play around with that a little bit more. But other than that, I'm just obsessed with literally pretty much everything I used. Obviously I need to still see about the skincare. Probably I need to try out the mascara a little bit more and see how like the lipstick and everything lasts, and also the foundation. But just on first impressions, I'm really impressed. I'd be really interested to see how long the eyeliner lasts, if it smudges, anything like that. So I thought I'd just show you guys what the makeup actually looks in natural lighting, because I know the lights can make a huge difference. So yeah, the skin still looks incredible, and this is what the eyes look like as well. So yeah, I will definitely be keeping you guys posted and updated if you are interested on how the makeup will last on my face and everything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.